Alright, what is going on, ladies and gents? Another round of some Super Jumbo Bowman Draft 2021 edition for break 11:30. Starting to get that momentum back as we keep trucking along after the move. Big props, of course, to New Guy taking this and keeping these things going. Looks like we've got a couple baseball up, some Bowman's Best that finally showed up, what, weeks after release at this point, and some Bowman Inception. Our Bowman draft price went up again, which is frustrating. I wish I was able to purchase a lot more of it early on before they kept jacking up the prices. But it is what it is. Considering it's a holiday weekend, I anticipate a lack of deliveries on Monday, potentially. So we gotta still keep rolling with what we get from the LCS. I think I might finally pick up some Mosaic next time we go down there. We'll have to see. I feel like the price has come down a little bit on that since release, so we might have a better chance at filling it than normal, I think. Still per the usual, handful of payments hanging out on this one. So if we can work on getting those in, that would be appreciated. A couple folks have some invoices that have been emailed to you. So if you can just go ahead and finish the rest of the process and get that money rolling in, that'd be pretty sweet. And for the rest that just might be under the slacker category, go ahead and get that rolling in for us. Here pretty soon, I think you're going to see some changes on that end. I think tabs are going to become potentially a little bit of a thing of the past. Every now and then again, maybe I can see it, but consistently everything on a tab is probably going to have to change a little bit. And of course the folks that don't necessarily set up a tab, they just happen to forget to send in, we're going to definitely be putting some teams back up to officially close the break, rather than running so many unpaid and then chasing our tails to get those payments in after the fact. Is always a blast, to say the least. almost all of the wrapping paper out. I still think I'm a pretty big fan of the super configuration when it's all said and done. Alright, let's see if we get this one rolling. Good luck as always. Make sure I didn't kill the mic there. Looks like we're good. Alright, of course we're going to smash through the stuff that doesn't appear to matter. A little sky blue though right off the bat. Pirates Polanco to $4.99. I'll go to Mr. Wilson. Coming out of left field for some Bowman draft action. But never snagging the Cowboys in the mini helmet. That always cracks me up. One of these days. As Ryan says, I think we pull about 50% Cowboys helmets, so Dallas ends up being a pretty decent pick. Kuzik, draft night insert for Atlanta. And our first 4 refractors. Brunt, Dodgers. Rodriguez, Baltimore. Bush, Angels first. And Wilson for the Phillies. Looking like an uneventful wild card weekend so far. Ended up muting the game, so just in case somehow we got our video blocked because of the audio in the background. Kind of expected this one to be a little closer, but I don't know if they're gonna climb back into it or not. Cincy game pretty much went as I was expected, at least from what I can tell. Haven't had time to see what the controversy was about regarding that touchdown that may or may not have counted, or should have counted. Petty, another draft night insert for the Twins. There we go. What's up, Dustin? No minis. Smith from Milwaukee. York, Boston. Hajar, Minnesota. Schwellenbach, Atlanta. Yeah, I think you're definitely overdue for a mayor. At least more than just a base refractor. We'll see if the card gods cooperate. No ink yet. Some more numbered paper. Nationals. Science. First to 199. That will go to Jameson. First Invicta is a Mayor. Red Sox. Yeah, with all the talk about them trying to get a New England Tampa Super Bowl, I think the reality is, as good as Mac Jones is probably going to be, he's still going to have to catch his lumps in the playoffs, at least initially. Steinmetz, Arizona. White, Nationals. Castro, Toronto. Aim Patrick, Arizona. I think the Bills-Chiefs playoff game should be a good one if it ends up going that route. Waller first in there. Alright. Little lava action. Henderson. Brewers first to 199. Cespedes, White Sox. Perez for Seattle. Alcantara for the Cubs. And Wolf, San Diego. Finally some ink. Base auto. Not a pitcher though. McCants. Marlins. Going to Mr. Wilson. Troy, I should say. A lot of numbered paper in this so far. Angels. Bush. Green to 99. Going to Mr. Murray. Another draft night. Lawler, Arizona. Carnacion Strand, Twins. Beatty, Mets. Henderson, Baltimore. And Silva for San Fran. Alright, looks like a speckle. Brandon Beck, Yankees first. And I believe that's going to one of the new members here. Mickey. Alright. 4 more refractors. Goodman, Rockies. Alvarez for the Mets. Kowser. Nice one for Baltimore. And Gasser, Padres. Kowser going to Jameson. Alright, some more ink finally. Pitcher ink. Abbott for the Reds. Going to Mr. Bowman. Fox, Cleveland. Rivera, Reds. Rodriguez, Pittsburgh. And Allen for Miami. Some more ink. Blue ink this time. Tampa first. Cooper Kinney. Going to Adam. Always some potential with the blue. Oh wow, 27. Looks like we got another one. That's crazy. Isn't that a picture? Blue is always really nice though. Even for the lesser players. The cows are first in there. Alright, some more Yankees color. Looks like a canary yellow lava. Brock salvage. Another first. Going to Mickey. Luciano, San Fran. Marte, Seattle. Cases, Boston. And Ben, KC. Alright, some more color with the ink. How about green this time? TJ White, Nationals, /99. That will go to Jameson. So far I think we're doing okay on the ink at least. Just one base pitcher auto. House first in there. Mayor as well. And some blue paper this time. Jackson Wolf. Padres first /150. What's up, Scotty? How the hell are you not grabbing your Cubs in these? Helping us out. They're so cheap. That will go to Mr. Christian. Mayor first. Alright, another Invicta. Brewers, Frelick. Another one for Troy. It's called Team Spirit. Listening to some Nirvana every once in a while, man. Sometimes you just gotta do it because it's the hometown squad. Brown, Rockies, Perez, Brewers, Martinez, Cleveland, and Webb. The Guardians again. Actually, are they listed? They're still Indians as far as Bowman's concerned. When does that Guardian name take effect? Alright, last little stack here. What we got hiding back there? Looks like a Waller Genesis. There's a house burst in there. Mayor as well. Yeah, this one's not on my distributor, unfortunately. We only ended up with one super from my guys. These other ones I've been picking up from the LCS. But I'll pass on the info. Alright, purple. Kellington. Pirates to 250. Now we'll go to Dustin. Alright, 4 more refractors. Cusick, Braves. Hey, there's another Mayor refractor for you at least. I believe they do call that a consolation prize, which my granny used to say, better than nothing. Alright, last couple. Leon, Houston, and Povich, Minnesota. And they did have to sneak one more base pitcher auto in here. Webb, Cleveland. That will go to Mr. Fisher. What's up, Tim? Well, I pulled 2 for you, so you've at least got 2 heading your way from us. Alright, and the last little bit of insignificant paper here. I'm gonna use this to roll one up and smoke one later. Alright, let's go ahead and run it back, starting with the ink. We're doing really good until that last pitcher auto. Ryan Webb, Cleveland. White, Nationals, green to 99. Kinney, blue to 150 for Tampa. Abbott, Reds, base first. And Marlins, McCants, another base, first auto. A lot of color in this one. Decent Mayo refractor there. Purple Kellington for the Pirates. Frelick, Brewers, Invicta. Wolf, blue paper to 150 for San Diego. Yellow, Canary Yellow, Lava, Salvage for the Yankees to 75. Kowser, another first refractor, Baltimore. Beck, Yankees Speckle. Bush, green paper, Angels to 99. Another Lava Henderson to 199 for Milwaukee. Another Mayor Invicta. And Science to 199, Washington. And some more. I think we almost hit the entire rainbow as far as paper was concerned. Polanco, Sky Blue for Pittsburgh. We'll go ahead and finish that up for us. All right, like I said earlier, we've got a handful of breaks that are cheap and close. If you guys want some more late night action, we've got the Bowman's Best posted. I think that's maybe about a third of the way full so far. We've got some cheap classics H2, $5-6 a spot, something like that. And what else do we got up there? Something else. So let's see if we can get one or two more in tonight. Thanks again, as always, guys, and we will be talking to you soon.